Hi folks, this is Karl-James Langford on channel 01 to 1975. No, there is no jingle yet for this. And yes, Karen, the music on the last video log was too loud. I know you wanted to listen to me and not Elvis Presley, but then again, I know you always like to listen to me, Karen. Right, I've got a bit of a stickler. I'm a bit behind with my video logs, because I am obsessed with them, but I'm not that obsessed. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing a load of chunk of stuff here for Saturday the 29th of November, even though today it's like Tuesday, I think. But so what I'm going to do, we're going to do an acting audition thing today, and then what we're going to do the home video cinema thingy, which we're going to do later on today. Anyway, let's get on with it. As is a video log, before we get on to the other stuff, I want to do this quickly. I had a trip to London on this Saturday because I was acting to be an elf, and because I'd been Santa Claus last Saturday, and my acting teacher, I know, was very suspicious about me being Santa Claus because I don't have enough padding. But I was Santa Claus, and I was an elf today as well. But on my journey to London, no, Karen, I didn't drop into you in Catford, or because it's like not on the way. Anyway, I went to London, and rules of this: do not break up your ticket on the way to London, okay, and try and save money. I saved £1. It was an absolute disaster. The train guard was really annoyed with me. When you break up your tickets, what they say, you break up your ticket between Cardiff and like Bristol, and you pay one fare, and you pay Bristol to Swindon, another fare, Swindon to Didcot. So I only saved £1, and it caused me a nightmare when I went in London, because I didn't have a Zone 6 ticket because I was going to Grays, which is sort of East London, Essex, past Upminster, and I should have had I should have asked for a Zone 6 ticket, because what I did, I broke it up between yeah, to get to Grays. Long story. So get a Zone ticket. Usually get it at Didcot, and you save a packet of money, but I didn't do that. It's like £21 from Didcot all the way through, and you get all the way around London, unlimited for the day, right? I didn't do that, and it was really difficult, but I managed. But I didn't have to pay much money, so don't break up your tickets. Get a Zone 6 ticket if you're travelling anywhere in London for the day. Save packets of money. Oh, wicked! I accidentally Fenchurch Station, folks. Don't ever go to Fenchurch Station. Rules is this: if it says go to Fenchurch Station, you cannot find it on your tube map, because there's no tube going to Fenchurch Station. It doesn't exist. Tower is the closest thingy to Fenchurch, right? But don't bother, just leave it with a brush, right? If you ever need to go to Fenchurch, never ever go there in your life, right? Because when I get off the Tower, right, I went to go to the gates of Fenchurch, and the guy says, oh, it's around the back, the entrance, because this entrance is closed. It took me and loads of other people half an hour to find the entrance to the Fenchurch Station, because we'd been diverted, and I missed my train. Anyway, but I saw an absolute delight. It filled my heart with joy. I saw the piece of Roman wall at Cooper's Lane. Oh, I fell in love. Right, my new girlfriend's a Roman wall. Right. That's it. No more relationships other than Roman walls. She was the most beautiful thing ever. A big chunk of Roman wall, and there were Roman tiles, red tiles going through it, bits of Roman wall, more red tile. That height, it was about 100 meters high. No, it's actually about my guesstimate's about 10 meters plus tall, 10-12 meters in height, and you were like halfway, because they'd done a sort of a standing thingy, so you could look at it with a fence and a sign. Beautiful image to follow. Fell in love. Anyway, I was an elf today at Lakeside, Grays. Met some really nice actors and actresses. They're really nice people, and interestingly enough, all these little things that I'm doing now are cram full of actors who have done loads of different things. So well worth an opportunity. Even though some of you out there thinking, oh, you're an elf, that's just like an entertainment thing, it's not an actor. But it is, because we all felt we were acting, because you've got an act to be whatever. because you've got these weird ears on and stuff. And yeah, and we're all actors. It was really good. On the way back, I completely missed my train. If any of you got to go to Lakeside in Grays, which is a massive sort of shopping centre, I got completely lost. I went all the way to the back, all the way around, missing my train by a minute. Got to the station, looked really dishevelled. I knew I'd have to walk back from Cardiff if I didn't get back. My train was much later from Paddington, and this really, really helpful guard working for C2 trains, C2C trains, he looked at his phone, he gave me a route, and I was 15 minutes early getting into Paddington. Not enough time to go to McDonald's to get a burger, vegetarian mind you, but I got there. I was really pleased. Thank you, staff at C2C Train Company at Chaffington 100, which is in Grays. Thank you very much. And the other quick bit of advice, if any of you go into London, use the Jubilee line. If you're on one side, east side of London, right, you go to the west side, use the Jubilee line, because it basically, even though it goes south through to Southwark and all that stuff, right, there's hardly any stops, and it's really quick. Rather than doing the Bakerloo line, the Hammersmith line, use the Jubilee line. Awesome. Right, that's it. Right, so as we're coming into December now, I'm going to use a new image, right, to sort of whatever. So new image to follow, because sort of coming into a new month, even though it's sort of dated the 29th of November today, whatever. Yeah. Hey, this is the point, right? Freddie Mercury, he's coming out with a new he's come out with a new hit with Queen, right? The point to this, Freddie Mercury, love his new hit. He sounds really fresh. It's almost as if he hasn't gone away. And obviously the new Michael Jackson track has been brilliant this year, and that's proof that Freddie Mercury and Michael Jackson haven't passed on. Use that horrible word, they're not dead, they're still alive amongst us. In other words, what I say, right, even if somebody passes on to the other world, right, whatever word you want to call it, as long as you've left enough sort of signs of your existence on this planet behind, and you've made people's lives better, you live forever. So the past, the now, the future is all in the present, it's all in this moment, and that's proof that people can live on. Freddie Mercury's there, you know. Apparently he passed on in 1991. He still produced a hit now. Brilliant, isn't it? And Karen, I know you're watching these videos. Yes, subscribe to my video and I will mention you quickly. Karen's my friend from London. I've known her for some years, and she quoted once to me, she said that in one of her classes, that Rome never ever left us. Rome is still amongst us. And that's a teaching thing that I always used. My way of saying it, Karen, is this. Rome is still with us because we've got Christianity. Rome introduced Christianity. Rome upped up Christianity in 337. Rome made Christianity the only religion in the empire in 495. And therefore, Rome has never left us. So, Karen, you're dead right. Now, and the other thing as well, messy actors, right? Messy actors. My God, every time I'm on set, the actors are really messy. They throw their clothes on the bloody seats all over the place. Extras are better, by the way, but actors, you know, it seems almost as if actors just dump all their stuff all over the place, mix it together. It really freaks me out. I can have my stuff on the side because I just don't want all loose stuff and mobiles. Or there's always somebody who's left a mobile. So I just make sure I tuck myself in the corner away from everybody else's stuff. Not because I don't want my stuff amongst your stuff, but I don't want my stuff all over the place. I want to be able to get my stuff together. Mind my French, I want to get my shit together and just leave. I don't have to run around looking for stuff. It happens every time on set now with actors. They're terrible, really messy people. But me, guess what I do? Whatever, you know those free drinks that you have, I stack them up on the table, right? And I can stack them up, and then eventually I sit with somebody and we play bollocks chess. The aim of bollocks chess is to actually lose. Basically, you've got these mugs on the table and you move them around completely, no sense at all, and you've got to lose. I have lost 2 games in a row, no, 3 games in a row. My last acting shoot and the one before. Brilliant. I love playing bollocks chess. And mind you, the tea sort of thing on this one with the one I've done on Saturday, 0. I didn't have one single cup of tea. They were crap. We come to this audition advice. I know you've waited a little while for this, and I'm sorry, Tom, you've had to listen to my ramblings today. But audition advice. I know you got an audition on Wednesday, and my advice with auditions is this. I've done about, I can't remember how many I've done this year. I've done at least 12. This week I've got 2, so that'll be 14. My initial audition, I really took it massively seriously. I had post-its everywhere. I read word for word from it, and I thought I needed to read for word to word from it. And in all honesty, I didn't get the audition. So the next audition I did, I tried something different. Basically, the point is that when my acting teacher, Peter, one of my acting teachers, going to get Ian now, one of my acting teachers, Peter, he says that when you're in an audition, mind my French, you don't give a damn about getting the job, because those actors that go in there with an attitude, as if this isn't the most important thing in the world, strangely enough actually get the work. And this is coming from, not me, from my acting teacher. And basically the other thing about this, there's loads of things, when you go for an audition, it's the rule of thumb is an acting audition, it's only usually 1 in 100 acting auditions that you go for, you actually get the job. Well, this year I've managed to get a really good sort of role from one of the auditions, but that's 1 in like sort of 12, whatever. So if I don't get the 2 this week, that's only 1 in 14 jobs that I've managed to get. Acting is completely the reverse. When you go for an audition in normal life. In normal life, people turn around and say, oh, by the way, if you feel you're going to get something, and you can, and you definitely will, blah, blah, blah. This is the only bit of acting, right, that's different from everything else I've said. In normal life, in acting, you always say can and you can do it, right? But in an audition's slightly different. It's different. When you go into an audition, you think, it doesn't matter if you get it, it doesn't matter if you do. It would be good if you do. Okay, you just basically feel that you just go in there and just do it, and don't think about it. Just be in the moment, just do it, don't worry about it, and that's fine. Okay, there's no can, but then again there's no can't about it. Okay, it's almost as if you're in that middle zone. Okay, and just when you're delivering your lines, just throw them away. If you don't think you're going to remember your lines and you haven't had enough time, just ad-lib. Okay, throw something in there. There's usually scripts for you to read. Don't be afraid. There's other actors who are even more fearful than you in the auditions. Okay, there are people in those auditions who don't have as much experience as you. There are people in those auditions who have more experience as you, right? But the main thing about auditions is that the directors are actually looking for who you are rather than your delivery of lines. Okay, they want the whole package. So if you make a little mistake in one thing, it doesn't matter because you've got the rest. Don't be so focused on those lines. Okay, throw them away and get on with proving that you can do it. Okay, and that's the best piece of advice I can give. And if you come away not thinking you've got it, don't give a screw. Okay, just go on to the next audition and just keep going. Okay, don't fear an audition. Fearing an audition means that you will not get it. Okay, but don't feel that you will get it. Just turn up presentable. Obviously, the best thing to do as well with the other actors is just to keep yourself to yourself. Honestly, really keep yourself to yourself. Don't be too loopy. Don't be too mad, because what happens, you turn up in that room. That's the first bit about the audition. If you're in that room bouncing off the walls as loud as a box of frogs that I have been in the past, okay, you're not going to get anywhere. Okay, the director's going to think, oh, woo, I don't need this person. Okay, if they open that door and they hear somebody loud, okay, just keep yourself to yourself. Go into that audition, just do what you need to do. Okay, act as if you don't give a screw, and then just go. Don't be overly enthusiastic. Alright? And some auditions you will find that the actors have already been chosen before you've gone into that audition. I've seen it, I know it. Okay? I felt it, I've been told. So, okay, this is Karl-James Langford for my video log, and best of luck everybody with everything. Thank you very much.